Hello, and welcome to Small Business 21st Century and today's segment of Build Your Difference. My name is Pierre Walters, co-founder and CEO of Brand Desk, where we work directly with visionaries to help build successful businesses and memorable brands. In this episode, we discuss whether collaboration is the new form of competition. But before we dive deep into collaboration, I want to take a look at e-commerce trends that continue to affect small businesses and why collaboration will be necessary in the next several years. During the pandemic, many small businesses had to learn to pivot and pivot quickly, embracing e-commerce skills to keep their businesses operating. These lessons are still relevant today. New business models and trends always emerge, but their success or failure ultimately depends on an organization's ability to adapt. A company's readiness for change depends on its ability to recognize, plan for, and respond to disruption. If a company is unprepared for disruption, it is ill-equipped to survive and thrive. The new normal requires collaboration. Collaboration can help organizations prepare for the future in ways that would have been impossible in the past. The following top trends will continue even though we are no longer held in the turbulence from the pandemic. E-commerce has made it possible to grow internationally, and we will continue to see leaps in international growth. With much of the world having internet access, this is one area that can impact how you operate. Operating globally will require digital skills, technology, and business acumen. Your team members will need to understand the differences in how different cultures operate. Not only will you be faced with marketing and selling globally, but you may also have team members who operate outside the country. You must also understand how to utilize communication, project management, and time tracking tools to ensure that your operations flow smoothly. Other areas include mobile devices and delivery optimizations. Almost every business offers an app these days, ordering, discounts, and delivery innovations. Most of the world migrated to online ordering and selected orders to be delivered straight to their home. Bringing people on site to shop became a challenge many business owners faced. Delivery options like DoorDash, Instacart, and Uber Eats, have unique interfaces that, while not overly complicated, can be a challenge if it is something that you have to learn from the ground up. Many business owners have outsourced these tasks to those who understand the different third-party APIs and integrations that are required. And not only do they have to understand how to connect these different programs, the fee structure has to be learned and accounting programs have to be adjusted to allow for these additional fees. This is another area where business owners and entrepreneurs learn and guide each other. Networks are being established by individuals and local organizations geared toward economic development. For example, Main Street America, or your local chamber, are developing programs to assist local businesses in adapting to local technologies. If you haven't yet, you might check out what your local region offers in education and support. Networking events are becoming the norm because competition is fierce and tides are shifting in our operations. While we have our big giants, nothing beats the feeling of supporting and shopping locally. Everyone wants to support the underdog, so the onus is on us to make it happen. Of course, we can't forget the hybrid of on-site and online operations. With both offering their pros and cons, businesses are learning to scale and use AI tools to improve their scalability odds in reaching the right markets. Pivoting between on-site and online requires detailed analytics to understand where your traffic is coming from. Apps are a beneficial tool in sending push notifications of your store's sales to help drive local traffic and online sales. And with many big brand stores facing looming closures, e-commerce is mainstream, with many small businesses able to leverage mobile apps and e-commerce in terms of competitiveness. You know, in a recent report, Jason Peasley, managing partner of Thrive Analytics, states, quote, "Small businesses are recognizing the importance of e-commerce technology to stay ahead and capture a larger market share." And he further adds, "Our report shows that investment in e-commerce technology is substantial. Small businesses are committed to investing in the long-term success of their e-commerce operations," end quote. So you see, small businesses are now required to keep abreast of new technological skills. An entrepreneur or a small business owner faces a daunting task, especially in daily operations. As the world is becoming increasingly technology-driven, small business owners must be able to keep up with the technological evolution. We're seeing a shift to a rising trend of leveraging networks where individual skills and knowledge are used to collaborate and support the growth of other businesses. No person has the time in the day to learn every skill necessary to keep up with the technological revolution. Instead, business owners must focus on helping their employees or their customers adjust to new technologies. One of the most critical shifts in the new economy is to adopt a give before you get mentality. It takes time to build relationships, so you should focus on giving value first. Establishing relationships and partnerships, otherwise known as strategic alliances or joint ventures with businesses that share a similar space, is an essential first step in adapting to change. Reinvention is not an option. It is a necessity. In today's world, businesses need to reinvent themselves if they are going to survive the coming changes. They have to change how they create value, how they deliver that value, and how they market it. The internet is making it easier for businesses to reinvent themselves in a less expensive way than traditional methods. And as the old saying goes, the first casualty of war is truth. So, is collaboration the new competition? I believe so. It's not just better than competition, it's better than everything. It's the best kind of competition and the only way to move forward. Stay tuned as we continue discussing collaboration and how you can leverage it to stay competitive in today's market.
I'm a wife,
a sister,
and a grandfather.
I'm an office clerk.
I'm a research analyst.
Dance fitness instructor.
Actor.
I'm a copywriter.
I'm a veteran.
I have lupus.
Cerebral palsy.
I'm blind.
And I'm working in a job I love.
I love.
Because I was given a chance
to contribute my skills and talents.
To show that my disability
is only one part of who I am.
Who I am.
Who I am.
At work, it's what people can do that matters.
For more information, visit whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
And welcome back to Build Your Difference. Today we're discussing collaboration. Is it the new competition? Before the break, we discussed areas where a small business might need to collaborate, especially regarding e-commerce. And understandably, we each have our weaknesses and strengths, and to fully leverage our skills, we must understand where we are strong and in what areas we need help. We must be able to network and collaborate in areas where support is beneficial. Realize you don't have to learn and implement every new technology available. Instead, focus on what makes sense for you and your business. However, Learning a new skill is always advisable if time permits, because the more you understand a process or new technology, the more you can ask the right questions and help set up a system that will work for you. With so much changing and so quickly, adaptability and agility are essential. Let's dive deeper into digital skills and capabilities, the benefits of collaboration, and how to establish a good collaboration between you and another business or vendor. Many business owners outsource their bookkeeping, their accounting, their marketing, their website, and their graphic design. Collaboration isn't outsourcing those areas, but instead leveraging the skills of others in your network. For example, you may offer a particular service, such as, say, website design. However, you may encounter clients who ask if you offer SEO services in addition to your current offerings. And while you may understand website design, SEO may not be any area that is within your wheelhouse. You could outsource this to another freelancer in your network. In this case, the relationship is a collaboration. It's not really an outsourcing situation. You're leveraging the skills of others in your network to help you offer more services and make additional income. HBR says leaders and organizations acknowledge that even their best individual efforts can't compete against today's complex and interconnected problems. They put aside self-interest and collaborate to build a new civic infrastructure to advance their shared objectives. It's called collective impact, a growing trend across the country. However, it isn't even complementary businesses that have merged efforts. We also see competitors also leveraging collaboration to maximize impact. HBR further states, it takes so much money to develop new products and to penetrate new markets that few companies can go it alone in every situation, end quote. Collaboration means partnering with other businesses or organizations to achieve shared goals. Competitors are entering into strategic alliances. For example, Asian manufacturers partner with Western rivals, like when Canon supplies Kodak with photocopiers. Both partners are utilizing the bits of intelligence that each company already has to explore further or modify current technologies. However, these alliances do come with a caveat that they have boundaries that protect certain information. There is an understanding that specific capabilities aren't shared. However, those willing to share the companies can explore the capabilities each has to offer and diffuse the information throughout their entire organization. Often, we don't know what we don't know. Having this insight into how a competitor or even a colleague operates gives us the momentum and the impetus to streamline our organizations. So, how do you define good collaboration? Collaboration requires flexibility, openness, and the ability to listen. The key metric to successful collaboration is the results of a shared goal. If neither party receives the expected results, question whether this is a suitable collaborative agreement for you. Both parties should set clear goals and expectations and communicate openly if needs are not being met and how you can assist each other in overcoming obstacles. And like any relationship or network, a give and take must happen so that all parties feel valued within the alliance. The concept here is to share competencies and acknowledge or share competencies and knowledge, or even partner to sell complementary services or products. Freelancers with unique skills and operating with different teams on projects understand and are equipped to negotiate alliances with other freelancers. They have established networks, and many business owners see the benefits of establishing this concept within their organizations. Before, business businesses operated on whom they knew. But now the focus is on what you know. Freelancers often recommend other skilled people, agencies, or organizations from within their network. They share in the bounty of work because with the rise of small businesses that utilize freelancers or other small organizations, there is a surplus of work, thus allowing them to share in opportunities as they arise. So start with a networking event if you are uncertain about how to collaborate with other entrepreneurs or organizations. While this can take time from your day-to-day activities, you should dedicate much time to exploring and cultivating new relationships. This will help expand your network, and once you have a network in place, remember to take time to reach out to them periodically. This will help guarantee that your network is always growing. You know, it's easy to fall off a person's radar. LinkedIn is an excellent tool for establishing your brand identity. If you haven't yet, polish up your profile and begin posting regularly on subjects that resonate and appeal to your business area. It's also important to not only find ways to connect with other professionals through your network, but also to find ways to provide value. This means giving first in terms of knowledge and information. If you have a topic of interest, share it on your blog or in published articles. And if you know the answer to a question posed by another person in your network, offer an answer and help them. Because potential collaborators will want to see your strength and capabilities. This is one platform to allow you to shine. Collaboration doesn't just happen. It takes time and effort. Many social media platforms have migrated to groups, and if this suits you, then utilize groups to gain new members to your network. Cultivating your connections will be integral as you move forward on your path to success. Now, that you understand collaboration and have established a network for yourself and your business, let's find out how to create a more collaborative team environment in your organization when we return from this quick break.
Minds can achieve anything. We make sure they get to college. Federal student aid provides more than $150 billion in grants, loans, and work-study funds to make college possible for anyone with the mind to get there. Because if given the chance, minds will do great things. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Founded in 1877, the American Humane Association has been dedicated to the idea that all animals, including those raised on our farms and ranches, are entitled to humane treatment. Today, animals on nearly 8,000 farms enjoy a better quality of life because of the ethical, science-based standards established by the American Humane Association. Live better, be humane. Choose American Humane Certified products.
And welcome back to Small Business 21st Century in this episode of Build Your Difference. Today's show is all about collaboration and how you can leverage your networks and connections to form strategic objectives. While you can see how beneficial it is to establish collaborative networks by partnering with colleagues and competition to stay ahead of the market, let's focus on what you can do within your organization. You know, a business's ability to grow and adapt to new technologies really does depend on how well your employees or teams can adapt to collaboration and adopt a growth mindset. An organization that focuses on a growth mindset, or one where they continually learn and apply new operating modes, requires the ability to remain flexible, openly communicate, and generate healthy conflict around ideas. Because conflict allows for troubleshooting and discussing different ideas to find the best solution for your problems. Conflict will only be an issue if people don't respect others' ideas skill sets, or capabilities. You know, we each have a unique perspective and approach to handling issues. This is the beauty of such a tech-disruptive world. You get to explore those differences. We have different areas to which we have been exposed. Our learning and career paths have all taken different approaches. Your employees or teammates are no longer restricted to one set parameter of knowledge. And depending on your employees or teammates, they may have experience with multiple technologies or platforms. Learn to leverage those differences. Slack, one of the most critical communication and productivity platforms available, has put together these guidelines to establish a collaborative work environment for your on-site and remote team members. I just love these. So ensure that everyone in your organization is on the same page. Over-communicate your objectives, especially with your remote workers, because failure to communicate can inadvertently delay your projects or objectives. Clearly define priorities and responsibilities to make sure that nothing falls through the cracks, and determine if it's necessary to meet or not. Nuances can be missed in chats and emails, so if needed, establish a routine meeting and meeting protocols to check where the team is with deliverables and any items that may be causing delays. This holds your team accountable. Take advantage of channels and tools that allow for collaboration. Slack, for example, offers different channels, and each channel can serve a different purpose. Collaboration allows for easier handling of shared information and project assets. Pro tip: File nomenclature will be a necessity and a priority on your project, so make sure that your team understands how to label files and the correct nomenclature properly. Nothing is worse than working on a project only to find out that you're not using the latest version of an updated project. So you want to establish teamwork rules regarding attitude, behavior, and communication. This will result in a more respectful attitude amongst your team. Understand that conflict does happen. It will happen. And if needed, redirect the situation and take those conversations offline and out of the group scenario. Give your team autonomy. No one likes to be micromanaged. Allow them direction in how they structure their work. And if they hold themselves accountable, your employees or teammates can make decisions regarding their work. You did hire them for their skill and capabilities after all. Allow them the ability to use those skills. Collaboration in a network or on your internal teams is crucial. As a business owner, a busy business owner, or entrepreneur, you don't really have the time in the day to tackle all the items that are on your plate, much less learn a new skill entirely or in-depth needed. Often, we have a client who would like to expand their current offerings or market reach. Finding information on Google is easy. Starting it can be daunting because you will not understand how much work or the specific tools or platforms that you probably are going to need. Investing in those tools and platforms can be costly because, or especially, if you don't find the success you initially hoped for. Collaboration allows you to utilize those different capabilities while allowing you the time for hands-on learning that you can use in your business. You know, Henry Ford states it best: if everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Build Your Difference. Let's make collaboration a new form of beneficial competition. We hope you find ways to use collaboration as your business moves forward. And if you haven't yet, find a network in your local community or online. And remember to take the time to nurture those connections. You never know where they may take you on your path to success.